Hello, I'm Kathy Holland from the Director of Health and Nutrition here at the Idaho Food Bank.
I'm Theresa Vawter. I'm our Public Relations and Government Affairs Manager at the Idaho Food Bank.
And we are here today talking about SNAP, the upcoming budget reconciliation bill, how that impacts SNAP here for Idahoans. First off, I think a lot of people are wondering SNAP. When they hear SNAP, what does that mean?
So SNAP stands for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Some people may have known it formerly as food stamps.
Right, yeah.
But these days call it SNAP.
Yeah, and it's such an amazing program that helps support Idahoans across our state with funds to purchase food for themselves and for their families.
Yeah, it's something where people get money on a card and they bring that into a grocery store or convenience store that accepts SNAP, and they can purchase food there for themselves or their family.
And currently 135,000 Idahoans are recipients of SNAP benefits, and 51% of those individuals have children, 34% are elderly. Was the other total for people with disability within the family too? Do you have that stat, Theresa?
About a little over 50% of the SNAP households have someone with a disability. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people in need, and makes a really big impact for Idahoans who qualify.
Absolutely. And some of the things that SNAP can purchase, several things throughout the grocery store. The benefit is for every meal that the Idaho Food Bank can provide, SNAP can provide up to 9.
Yeah.
So that can really stretch those dollars a long way in a grocery store, purchasing the items that they need at a time that's convenient for them. But what are the items they can't purchase with SNAP?
Yeah, so you're not able to purchase alcohol or tobacco, but you could purchase food items. You actually can't purchase hot prepared food items. Right. So kind of an interesting little thing there. But
non-food items.
Yeah, non-food items. It does have to be for food, so you can't purchase extraneous things with SNAP benefits.
Absolutely. And the Idaho Food Bank serves over 210,000 people each month. So that's a large amount. For a big chunk of those individuals are receiving SNAP benefits that can supplement what they receive from a food pantry to receive to go purchase other items in the grocery store.
Yeah, and in order to receive SNAP benefits, someone has to make 130% or less of the federal poverty level. So that's a little over $33,000 a year for a family of 3.
That's not very much. That doesn't stretch very far.
Yeah.
And are those individuals ones that aren't working? Or what are the restrictions to be able to be eligible for SNAP?
It depends on your income and how many people are in your household, and there are currently some requirements for work or job training with SNAP. Some certain populations have exemptions from that if you have young children or you're older, but there are currently work or job training requirements.
And the SNAP benefits and the impact that this budget reconciliation bill can have on SNAP is really important to us currently. Theresa, can you share a little bit more about how this bill could potentially impact SNAP benefits for Idahoans and why it's so important for Idaho?
Yeah, so right now the federal government pays for all of the cost of SNAP benefits, and then the state of Idaho just has to pay for half of the administrative costs.
Right.
So the budget reconciliation proposals that Congress is looking at would shift some of that cost to the states, and that could make a significant impact on the state budget. And so then there's that concern that maybe fewer people then would be able to be on the program, or that the state would need to cut benefits because of this additional cost for the state.
What could that mean budget-wise for the state? How could this impact their budget?
So looking at the bill that was passed by the House of Representatives, that would be at least $14 million a year for the state of Idaho to try and cover.
At least could be more, right?
Yeah, could be more, yeah. So, it's something I haven't been planning for at this point for the state, but would need to kind of take into account in the future. So then there is that concern that potentially there could be cuts in benefits or people who are allowed to be on the program.
Absolutely. For those that want to get involved, Theresa, how do we share with them how they can get involved and and share some input.
Yeah, so I would say, certainly contact your elected officials, including Senators Crapo and Senator Risch, because right now this proposal is in the Senate. And also you can visit our website at idahofoodbank.org/advocacy. And so we've got
A lot of great information
yes, there. Yeah, a lot of the information about the SNAP program and what some of these potential changes are.
And contact information for Senator Crapo and Senator Risch.
Yes.
If anyone's interested in getting in touch with them, sharing their thoughts.
Yeah. So Kathy, maybe talk a little bit about why the Idaho Food Bank is interested or kind of involved in this work around SNAP and, interested in what Congress is considering.
Well, the SNAP benefits not only impact those dealing with food insecurity, but threatens the stability of our community and their access to resources. So we not only ensure that people have access to food, but have access to nutritious food. And the SNAP benefits give people a great opportunity to purchase produce, fresh produce and lean protein, whole grains, that type of thing. And it could be in supplement to what they receive at our food pantry. So they receive a box of food, but maybe it doesn't include milk or eggs, that they can use the SNAP benefits to purchase that additional supplemental food to help support themselves and their family. So really important benefit for those that we serve. And any changes to that, any potential reduction in those benefits or funding could cause an increase in need. And we work a lot with individuals that are experiencing food insecurity and low income levels. And so if we see a decrease in benefits, decrease in eligibility with SNAP, that could mean more coming to our food pantries in need of resources, coming to other nonprofit organizations in the community needing additional help as well. This conversation is very timely. I know that they are reviewing this bill currently. Teresa, do you have more information?
Yeah, so there's a bill that has already passed the House of Representatives, but really the U.S. Senate, they could vote anytime. The goal is to have some bill passed by July 4th. So
next
certainly,
week.
Yeah, so, as soon as you're able to contact your elected officials and senators, that can make a difference.
Absolutely. Very important program and benefit for Idahoans, and something that we are very passionate about too. So I'm very excited to share more information. Again, if you're wanting to learn more about SNAP and our advocacy efforts here at the Idaho Food Bank, please visit the idahofoodbank.org/advocacy.